And so I want you to come from that place of kindness and generosity. When you do that, amazing things will happen.
Welcome to Coach Magic, the show for the woman who is all in on creating a life, business, and family that's beyond her wildest dreams. I'm Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to help you get confident, focused, and paid. Let's rewrite the rules and get moving in the direction of your deepest desires. Ready, set, go.
Our commitment during this time that we have together is to show up and speak up. It's to turn any doubts you have into determination, not let any fear that you have take away the fun, because this is fun. I will tell you right now, I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. I knew I was going to be doing this, right? I've been talking about it. I promoted it. You all are here and I'm having fun because why not? Why not? This is fun for me, but it's fun for me because I allow it to be fun. I practice. I know who I am. I know what kind of energy I have and what I want to put out to you for you to experience. And I know what will happen when you receive this with an open heart and you put it out there in your own way. I know that amazing things will occur. And that to me is fun. Your job is to keep taking the next right step and to trust the process, what I call wax on, wax off for my Karate Kid fans and maybe Cobra Kai fans. Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid was a great teacher in my life growing up. I really enjoyed that movie and what came next. And there's that idea of wax on, wax off. Like what I'm teaching you, you're going to need to apply. It's not just to hear it and go, okay, you need to get out there and do it. You've got to get out there and practice, and you need to fall in love with the process and with the journey, not just quote the destination or the outcome. It's not about the outcome. Yes, that stuff is cool. It's exciting. But if you don't love the process and the journey, then you're missing the point. Okay. Raising your voice is literally your job. And we can raise our voice so powerfully when we speak. Writing is incredible. I love to write. It was one of the things that I discovered as a young girl is I could write. I could get my ideas down on paper, and I love to read other people's words. I love books. I still love books. But once I started putting myself out there in a room, opening my mouth and trusting I had something to say and knowing how to crystallize it and break it down in a way that the other people could receive it and hear it, I saw what happened. You can move mountains, you move crowds, you can create movements. All right. And so what we're going to be doing with our words and with our voices is freaking potent. And it is your job. You know, you have something to put out here in this lifetime. And some of you are really committed to this and you're doing it. Others of you, it's in your heart right now. And some of those fears and anxieties are still the ones that you hear more than the call. And so my intention and my desire with what we're doing here over these next few days is to help the call and the love and that excitement to be bigger than the fear and bigger than those anxieties. This idea that, yes, certain things have been said before, but no one says it exactly like you. No one has your unique energy because no one else is you. You have a unique vibration. You have something that no one else in this world has because you're you. And so when we say, hey, I have something to contribute, I'm going to say it in my way. There will be people out there who will connect with your voice, the sound of your voice, the way that you break things down, the way that you make them look visually. For those of you who use visuals, like the way I put together this presentation, some of you will connect with this in ways that maybe another speaker wouldn't do it like this, or they wouldn't have the engagement piece, or they wouldn't do this other piece that I'm going to ask you to do. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to trust that a lot of people feel these certain things, but it doesn't need to be the thing that holds you back, because honestly, it doesn't matter. We can break through. You can do this, but I want you to have worked out what are the little things that are standing in your way, and let's get them sorted. Let's get them sorted because we got stuff to say and we got people to help. So right now we're going to trace the roots back to prehistoric times. And so some of those fears, especially around being watched, they do go back way, way, way back to when humans perceived eyes watching us as an existential threat. Those eyes were like predators. And I found this in a Harvard Business Review article, which I thought was so fascinating. People were literally terrified of being eaten alive. In response to that prehistoric reality, the amygdala, the part of our brain that helps us respond to danger, kicked into full gear. And when our fight or flight response gets triggered, we understandably feel intense stress and anxiety. And so this happens for a lot of us during public speaking. And so for many of you, your brains have transferred that ancient fear of being watched into what happens when you get up in front of a group, whether it's in a room or behind a camera, and speak. Okay. So some of this anxiety is in your actual DNA, and you can experience public speaking as an attack. You physiologically register an audience as a threatening predator, and you mount a comparable response. And so sometimes that response would feel like shortness of breath, your face getting red, or shaking, like shaking and not being able to control that. Isn't this fascinating? So sometimes this is what's occurring for you, and it feels freaking painful because your brain is telling you, you are under attack. This is scary. Get the F out of here. Do not pass go. Do not press record. Get yourself out. Okay. And when that's happening, you go into lockdown mode and you want to protect yourself, and you construct walls. You construct walls between yourself and what you feel is the danger, and the danger to your brain, to that ancient part of the brain that's like activating right now, is this freaking audience. This audience over here is the lion that's going to eat you. And so you're going, oh, no, I ain't doing it. Okay. So when we know what's going on, we can understand better. We can have empathy for ourselves, and we can say, I'm not going to be eaten by this lion. These are simply people, and they're humans. They're humans, and I'm a human, and I have been called to speak. I have been called to share a message, and I'm not going to let this ancient prehistoric piece take me down. I'm not. So you've got to break down the walls between you and your audience, because what happens for many people, again, we know what's going on within the brain, but then when we're out there in front of an audience, whether it be in person or online, is that we just we're in like lockdown mode, and we forget that we are there to connect with the audience. You're going to share that energy, share that light, share that message, because that is your job. That's your job. And just get up there and do your job. Then it gets you out of your head, and you just realize, I'm going to do this thing because I can, because your people need your help. Your people are hurting. Your people feel lonely. Your people feel lost. They feel confused. They're looking for some support. And so the question for you is, are you willing to help them by getting out of your own way and focusing on who are they? Who are the people who are going to be tuning in? And be specific. And so your job is to know, who are these people? Who are these people? And I know some people go, well, I talk to everyone. My thing is for everyone. It's really not. It's really not. You want to be intentional about who it is that you're speaking to, because an audience has distinctions, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're being mean because you're going like, these are my people. It just means that you're being intelligent, and you're being really kind because you can customize the message for the people. Okay. So you want to know, who are they? You want to know why they're tuning in. Why are they taking the time to listen to you? What do they need and desire? And then if you really get down deeper, they might reveal to you, or maybe this is something they're writing in their journal, I need my voice to be heard. I spent so much of my life not trusting my voice or letting other people tell me what I think or what I'm supposed to say. And this is my time. This is my time to do it. Okay. And so that is your opportunity to really get clear on what it is that they need and desire. What it is that they need and desire. Okay. And go deeper than what they say. Go deeper than what they say. Because it's usually just underneath the surface. You get it? Okay. Bring kindness and generosity into your message and your vibe. When you can come from that place, it reduces the anxiety that you might feel about speaking to this camera on the screen, because when we're kind, it feels good. And when we're generous, it feels good. And when we feel good, we are less anxious, and it helps other people feel good because they're vibing on our energy. You get what I'm saying? All right. They're vibing on our energy. And so I want you to come from that place of kindness and generosity. When you do that, amazing things will happen. Amazing things will happen.